Morning everybody, Lisa here from Spirit Connections. I thought that I would do something just a little bit different today, and I've taken my video outside. Because of the new moon today, let's see if we can get this to do its thing properly here. I had it all set up nicely and then I had to go and move it. So today I thought I would set up a little new moon altar. Even though it's daytime, you can still use the energy from the new moon. And I thought I would show you a couple little rituals as well as do today's Tarot Tuesday reading. So I'm going to start first by lighting some incense here. I have some lovely lavender scented incense. I don't know if you can see it on there. Yes, you can. Don't forget to blow out the flame when you do incense, because the flame, if you leave the flame going too much, it'll just burn it away way too fast. So the next thing I have here is I have my ceremonial bowl. I don't know how well you can see it because I'm going to be honest, I'm looking at my screen right now and can't even see anything because the sun out here is so incredibly bright. But it's lovely. I haven't spent any time outside in the last 4 days and I just felt like today was a good day to do that. So what I have in my bowl, I put some tin foil in it to protect it from the fire, obviously. But I have some salt, peppercorns, bay leaves, and also some ceremonial tobacco. Now, all of these things are good for purification and for burning away things that you no longer need. And I've also included some of my favorite crystals as well as my favorite smudge stick. I have amethyst for healing. I have fluorite for connection. My favorite, my crystal ball here, is clear quartz, and it is wonderful for just amplification. And I also have a piece of angel light, which is good for communicating with spirit and communicating with everyone. Now, what I've done is something that I've learned from some other shamans, is I've doused the salt in a little bit of alcohol. Now, obviously you have to be careful because alcohol can burn very easily, but this will help it burn the salt, which will help burn away any negativity and anything in your life that you just no longer want there. And now the smell isn't always going to be pleasant, because we know burning things don't always smell pleasant. But we're just going to light it and just let it burn away anything that we no longer need. If I can get it to go, we'll be fine. I'm also going to light my smudge stick here as well. I think it's time for a new lighter. And we're just going to smudge some things here. I'm just going to set this over here so that it doesn't burn my table. Now, as I was kind of pulling in the energy today, what I was seeing was there was a lot of things that we really need to let go of and just really allow this new moon to wash away anything that we are holding on to. And I know I keep repeating this message, but it just seems to be for so many of us that we just cannot let go of things that we don't need. So the first card that I pulled up here is the Five of Autumn with my brand new Victorian Fairy Tarot deck that I'm using. And this card says to me that this card is normally about struggle and about strife in relationships, conflicts, and that sort of thing. And really what I'm seeing is that it's not conflicts within relationships, but conflicts within our own personalities that are causing so much grief and strife in our lives right now. And what we really need to do is just learn to honor our feelings, obviously, and then let them go, because we're holding on to so much that we think that we need to hold on to, that is our identity, almost our victim identities, in that we're holding on to the blame, and we're holding on to that victim identity that's not allowing us to grow and not allowing us to move forward. And we really need to figure out what we need to do in order to make that happen, in order to make it a possibility for us to finally move on. The next one I pulled up is the 10 of Summer. And this card is about support. Financial support, emotional support, spiritual support. And it's also come up in the inverse position. And what I really feel like is that we are seeing so many people who feel like they don't have any support anywhere. And we need to really know that even if we feel as though we are not supported, maybe by our families or maybe by our work or any of those kind of things, that we always have that universal support. We always have the support of spirit. We always have the support of angels. And whenever we need it, God is there for us. So just ask for it, because along with this comes the 10 of Winter. And with this new moon, things need to end. The energies again are shifting, and we need to face the things we do not want in our lives anymore. We need to change how we're phrasing them. We need to change how we look at them. We need to say, instead of I hate this job or I don't want this job, we need to say things like, allow me to earn my income in a way that is pleasing to me, in a way that aligns with my values and beliefs. And also with that, maybe we need to start thinking about how we're spending our money too. Because as we continue to spend our money in these places that don't serve the greater good, and these companies that don't serve the greater good, that maybe we need to think about finding better ways to let these companies know that we don't want processed and big business and even all of these slaughterhouses for animals and all of these commercially GMO grown foods and all of these clothings that are being processed and manufactured with child labor in some countries. It's just, there are so many things, and we need to do our research, and we really need to, find out where our products are coming from. And if we don't like the source, then we need to change it, and we need to look for other sources that are more aligned with our spiritual values and our spiritual beliefs. And I'm just as guilty of this, because it's just as easy for me to go to the local, coffee chain or the local fast food chain and have my dinner or whatever. But I need to start looking at those things myself as well. And so don't ever think that because I give you advice that I'm excluded from that advice, because let me say that I need to take the advice as well. And I think in that, the next card that we pull up here is the Four of Spring. And this card is about harmony and getting along and abundance and just celebration of life. And I think in allowing ourselves to letting these things go and to finally find solutions to our problems, because there's always a solution to any problem in our lives. We just have to look at it and approach it from a different way. And really just learn to live in harmony with ourselves. Because as we learn to live in harmony with ourselves, we're going to live in harmony with more people around us. So we need to learn to let go of the anger and the pain and the fear, because all of those emotions all stem from that original emotion, fear. There are two emotions. There's love and there's fear, and everything else is a derivative thereof. And yes, there are going to be times we're going to be afraid or scared or whatever, but we need to learn to honor that feeling, but let it go, and then move on. Because if we stay stuck in this negative pattern, the direction that we're all headed isn't going to be fun. It's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be good. But if we can all learn to live in that peace and harmony, we can all come together, just like the card, the Three of Spring here says to us. Come together and work together for a common cause. And that is the future and betterment of humanity as a whole. Thank you everyone so much for watching. I know this was a really strange and odd video today. I didn't know where they were going with it, but I can appreciate the direction they're taking. If you are interested in a reading with me, contact me. I have all of my information in the video description below. Also, check out joinbe1.com. I've recently posted some pictures on my social media. I want everyone, every woman who is watching this, who is seeing this, to please show me how you can make a difference. Post your picture with your sign with the hashtag B1Community. Tag JoinB1 in all their different social media on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, which I will also include in the video description below. And go ahead and show me how you can make a difference. Thank you so much everyone for watching. Namaste, and have a lovely, lovely, lovely day.